Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and welcome the arrival of the President of the Republic of Singapore, Mr. Tharman Shanmugaratnam. The Colours Party forming up for the traditional march past, together with the 6 Guard of Honor contingents. A total of 40 marching contingents is featured in this evening's parade. Standing proudly behind are the 6 contingents from the SAF and Home Team, 10 contingents from the Uniformed Youth Organizations, 18 socio-economic organizations, and the combined band. Together, the contingents represent the country's commitment to the 6 pillars of total defense: military, civil, social, economic, digital, and psychological defense. Of respect, please rise as the Colours Party marches past your immediate front. Leading the march past is the parade commander, Lieutenant Colonel Mohammed Firdaus bin Mohammed Ghazali. The state colours representing the 4 services of the Singapore Armed Forces are in the forefront, followed by the parade regimental Sergeant Major, Senior Warrant Officer Lim Chia Hui. Following behind are the 36 regimental colours, with the colours regimental Sergeant Major, Military Expert 3, Ong Sin Chui. Guard of Honor contingent is next, formed by men from the 1st Commando Battalion. It is led by Major Aaron Lim. We turn our attention now to the Navy Guard of Honor contingent, formed by men from the Naval Diving Unit. This contingent is led by Major Justin Kwan. Republic of Singapore Air Force contingent, comprising men and women from the Air Power Generation Command. This 3rd Guard of Honor contingent contingent is led by Military Expert 5, Cho Hong Kwok. Next is the Guard of Honor contingent from the Digital and Intelligence Service, comprising personnel from Defense Cyber Command, Joint Intelligence Command, and SAF C4 and Digitalization Command, led by Military Expert 5, Jesper Kwek Chin Pei. From the Singapore Police Force, formed by men and women from the Police Training Command. We now see the People's Association, led by Mr. Fong Yoon Chiang, and One Team Singapore, led by Mr. Maurice Sim. They are followed by the contingent from Guam, led by Mr. Edmund Tan, and one Changi contingent by Changi Airport, led by Mr. Brian Lam Kai Wen. Marching forward now is Propnex Realty, led by Mr. CJ Tune, and Citrium Limited, led by Mr. Muhammad Nur Fahad bin Abdul Aziz. Next, we have EU Holidays, led by Mr. Ong Han Chien, and SATS, led by Mr. Daniel Low. And the final two socio-economic contingents are Goodwood.SG, the digital company, led by Mr. Tong Soo Kyung, and Shopee, led by Mr. Kevin Chia. For the parade and ceremony is provided by the Combined Band, comprising members from the SAF Central Band, the SPF Band, the Singapore NCC Command Band, and the MVCC Band, led by Director of Music, Military Expert 5, Ignatius Wong, and the drum majors, Military Expert 2, Jang Chua Kim Wee, Senior Staff Sergeant Mohammed Faisal Banju, Sergeant NCC Xu Fanzi, and Sergeant NPCC Tang Tzu Tae. SAF, home team and students from our uniform youth organizations march on onward through the stands, they carry with them the spirit of unity and our shared commitment to move forward as one nation, one people, one Singapore. Come on, Singapore, let's wave our flags and cheer them on. Our social and economic groups are up next. Leading the way, we have People's Action Party, PAP Community Foundation, led by Mr. Zulkarnain Abdul Rahim, and the National Trades Union Congress, led by Ms. Noor Irdawati Binti Jamaluddin. They are followed by Kemwell Limited, led by Mr. Andrew Whitmarsh, and Semco Industries Limited, led by Mr. Quentin Way. International Private Limited, led by Mr. Lawrence Lim, and Singtel, led by Mr. Lionel Church. Following behind them, we have DES and POSB, led by Mr. Kyle Ang Pai Chia, and PSA International, led by Mr. To destroy targets up to 70 kilometers away. Next, our light straight vehicles are stealthy, swift, and can destroy bigger vehicles, including tanks. hazmat engineer capabilities, supporting up to 150 tons in weight and providing flexible solutions for any terrain challenge. Together with mobility support system, they help transport our land forces across all terrain. Flying overhead are helicopters comprising the Seahawk, Apaches, H-225Ms, and a Chinook. Intelligence and artillery assets. The new V-50 unmanned aerial vehicle detects targets from far to allow artillery, including the high mobility artillery rocket system and howitzers, to destroy targets up to 70 kilometers away. Next are signal vehicles, helping to connect our forces in the battlefield. Combat service support vehicles. They sustain our operations and keep our troops going. And Spider ground-based air defense missile systems, standing ready to safeguard Singapore skies around the clock.
To teach us, and you find a way to drop. And I think that's what keeps us going.
Keep your eyes on the screen for segment 3, securing our Singapore, showcasing SAF and home team integration. At the bay are the police Coast Guard vessel, which leads coastal security efforts. The Rapid Response Fire vessel, which responds swiftly to maritime emergencies. And the MPA vessel, which maintains command over maritime operations. Protecting our waters, the combatant craft underwater combats maritime terrorism, while munitions such as the Aster and Harpoon missile keep our maritime assets safe from both aerial and seaborne threats.
So I think that is what keeps us bonded and always working towards the goal. We have what it takes to actually do what we can to keep our loved ones safe and also Singapore safe.
Back on the road, we see the motorcade from the military police, SCDF, and the traffic police in an impressive show of coordination. Next is the SAF Peacekeeper, which carries out security operations. They work closely with the SPF's emergency response team, tactical assault, and tactical strike vehicles. The SAF and home team stand ready to respond to any public safety threats. Up next is SCDF's electric pump ladder with a modular firefighting machine for remote fire suppression. Following behind is the 7th generation ambulance. It is always ready to respond to medical emergencies and save lives. Rounding out segment 3 is the hazmat mitigation vehicle with a comprehensive range of detection and mitigation equipment for hazmat incidents. Together, our servicemen and women from the SAF, SPF, and SCDF work to keep Singaporeans safe and secure.
Your job in the message is duty.
The young one is here to perform in a different context, so you can expect that they will do things a bit
Rounding up Mobile Column 2025 is our final segment from generation to generation. The Mobile Column commander, Lieutenant Colonel N.S. Alex Chung, has returned to lead the column, this time with his son, Chan Jin Hong. They are followed by veterans from the SAS and home teams who have served Singapore with all their heart. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting to you our veterans. Amongst them include our oldest veteran, 95-year-old Staff Sergeant Lee Xiao Kip from the SAS, who sailed on the Navy's first ship, RSS